leading up to the actual anchor match, right? MenaRD versus Punk the God. This one's going to be a banger. Now, the biggest question, obviously, we have Blanka versus Cammy. That's going to be the first one. I can't believe I said it, Blanka. I almost said it Blanka because I've been watching too much SFL EU. But I'm actually kind of curious to see if Punk is going to be willing to change up characters if need be. The last time they had met, again, Punk fell short 1-3 against MenaRD, going Blanka all the way through. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why, but it's Sengon's voice specifically that I just hear Blanka in. I don't know why. Even though all of them say it like that.
Yeah, it's always,
Shouts to our brethren across the pond.
Yo, Shoryu Sengan, great job on his first time in the league.
Yeah, was very happy to see him part of SFL EU.
Hell yeah,
Did a tremendous job.
Such a perfect fit, in my opinion.
Yes, and then, of course, these two, we saw MenaRD, as you mentioned, take a 3-1 over Punk, and Punk is sticking with the Cammy. I theorized that he would go with the Viper. We'll see how the set progresses. Oh, yeah, already blocking the overhead here.
Did you see how far that was, by the way?
Yeah, why did that still reach?
He did that mad early, and she was standing, obviously, right? So you have a slimmer hurt box. I'm like, how in the hell did that work?
Yeah, Blanka just unhinging his jaw when he bites you.
That's something extra, dude. I feel like you pay extra for that. DLC.
Definitely. Oh, nice job with the frame kills, though, and Mena, he didn't go with the parry or anything like that. He's trying to get some space to prevent himself from getting burnt out, and a great jump back into the air ball. Oh my goodness!
How did that hit?
It hit the start of a dive kick.
Preventative measures against the airborne attack. My man had the anti-air missiles ready.
Oh man, this what's so good about dive kick is that you really can snipe a lot of buttons with it when people try to do crouch medium kick or something like that, but a big button like roundhouse is gonna knock it out of the park.
Yeah, and if you look at like Blanka's frame data, a lot of his stuff starts up a lot slower in comparison to the rest of the cast, so it's gonna be a lot more active, it's gonna be catching a lot more of the delays coming in from Cammy. That is huge.
Yeah, I believe that roundhouse specifically has more active frames than startup frames, which I don't see for any button.
Excuse me?
We can double check in a minute, but I'm pretty sure that's the only button I've ever seen that's like that.
That sounds disgusting. I feel
Oh my god, he did it back to back.
Brother.
And then of course, the crouch strong with the driver's cancel buffer behind it. That crouch strong has been toned down. It is still so good.
Yeah, man. This thing has got mad activity around the nails. There's bacteria under there, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, 7-frame startup, 9 active frames.
It is, right? Yeah, see, yeah. Like,
what do you mean? I thought it would... No, son.
Legit,
Something's got to change.
It's been like that since launch, and I really have never seen another button like that where it has more active frames than startup frames, but that roundhouse does massive work in multiple instances. Of course, that crouch strong spot ended it, and Punk does switch from the Cammy, but to Akuma, not see Viper.
Interesting. We haven't seen this character in a hot minute coming in from Punk. At least not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't see him play it as often as he once did. We did see him like almost dabble with it as a serious secondary to Cammy for a while, but that saga feels like it's been over. All right, now though, Mena, obviously with the perfect parry, he's gonna be able to start his game up.
And there is some data in regards to this matchup as well. I mean, MenaRD and NL, that was one hell of a banger in the first half, and NL managed to take it. So we'll see if there's something from Punk where he thinks this is going to be much more manageable in comparison to the Cammy, and it's looking that way right now.
Oh, he thought I think he would cancel into the drive rush. He didn't, but he does catch the whiff punish on that pesky crouch strong.
Beautifully done, too. Nice 6-framer, nice and compact, being able to get that full-on combo with the level 1. Punk is looking much better.
Yeah, I think honestly, like the dive kick is just like honestly sometimes a hindrance against Blanka. So I just like him going with the Akuma, get himself out of that mindset. Oof. Oh, but that time, beautiful spacing for Mena.
Just outside of that range. Being able to get that punish against the throw, I want to say.
Yeah, it looked like Mena was trying to walk back after whiffing the throw. He's got clipped. Now we got the lightning beast. Yeah, I was going to say Punk was going to get burnt out one way or another, so he drive reversals.
Pretty huge from MenaRD. Going to be able to get a lot of mileage out of this on top of the damage. Not willing to spend the level 1. Totally understandable. Punk holding on to the rest of his bar.
You can really feel that lightning beast chip on Akuma's life bar. Like, it really felt like those chips were taking chunks that, you know, usually you can weather the storm on higher health characters.
Was that a delay on the standing medium punch? It was a counter hit against MenaRD.
A little hezzy from Punk coming out.
Sniping the legs. Jump back medium into the air ball. The tech. Punk stuck in this corner. Drive rushes on in. Immediate air ball rebuttal as soon as that light was blocked.
Yeah, Punk, he wanted the back throw, right? He wanted to put MenaRD there. It's a great counter using the air ball.
The buffer?
Yeah, off the light kick right there to the adamant flame. No drive mirror necessary as well, so it's going to get him in a prime spot to close out this round.
That's in a, oh, I thought that was going to recover in time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, honestly.
Bomb. Drive reversals out. That's huge.
It's done. Yeah, there's no meter on the side of Punk now. That last bit was a big gambit, but you need to immediately escape the corner after, and Mena did not let him do it. Goes up 2-0 now. Kamba feeling it.
I like how he's like way in the back rather than on the bench. He's like, I need to make sure there's some sort of space between us, like from an audio level.
Oh man, the DI coming through as well to call out the fireball. As we see Punk log into this Akuma, does wake up with the button successfully.
Again, that's the second time he's called out the back throw. MenaRD really adamant about getting some of these air balls into the space that Punk's trying to get these grabs on.
Indeed. Right now he's trying to catch MenaRD flinching, but he's been so disciplined. I can't believe that traded. That was so far.
Wild.
Oh, and he has the level 1 lead. The damage on Akuma's life bar. He had no hope of surviving. MenaRD is on set point.
We're really starting to feel the effects against Akuma, right? The 9,000 health is getting shaved down little by little, but as much damage as he can take, he can also deal it now. MenaRD fights his way out of the corner and the back throw in favor of MenaRD, but the fireball's going to be ringing out a little bit from the side of Punk. You get the counter hit. That was a sweep, and it still managed to catch. Oh, speaking of sweeps.
MenaRD going straight under that fireball. Now Mena's going to have the corner advantage. Great blocking the overhead. Again, on that Akuma life, we don't know if he would have lived, honestly.
I think he got it again. Oh. Stuffing out the overhead attempt from the side of Punk, utilizing that up ball. We haven't seen it too often, actually, from MenaRD, but the activation route for level 2, pretty imperative now. Punk has to be worried about his life remaining, about his drive gauge as well, but this is actually a much more comfortable position for Punk.
Oh,
what was that?
That was the drive rush timing messing up Mena's parry, I imagine, or whatever option that Mena was trying to do. Punk, that drive rush screen freeze after the fireball, I feel like definitely messed his input up.
Yeah, I would imagine like you have that macroed somewhere so that you're going to get the parry regardless, but it did say counter hit after all, so a normal was what came out from MenaRD's side.
Yeah, unfortunate. That was expertly timed from Punk right there to really use that screen freeze manipulation.
Added a frame, punch range afterwards.
Oh yeah, I was going to say minus from that distance, not quite punishable.
Damn, son.
Roundhouse.
You got the confirm off. It's kind of nasty. You better DP it. No, he tried to go air to air instead.
It's so tough to air Blanka. Man, those big claws coming out and then meeting him in the middle again with a rainbow ball, beating the air fireball attempt. Does snipe the legs though. Punk's gonna spin both drive meters here. He doesn't build to the level 3. That's safe because of the burnout.
Yeah, -2. Punk tried to throw a fireball right underneath. MenaRD doesn't get the side switch and now the forward throw. He has lightning piece ready. Overhead on the delay. That's gonna be more than enough damage. Level 1 on top of it, Punk. He let go of it, but understandably so. He thought he was going to build enough meter for the level 3.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Adamant Flame, or not the Adamant Flame, the Super 2 Empyrean's End would have been enough to maybe push to the corner, have enough drive gauge left perhaps. There's got to be like some other route, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah, like the level 2 might have gave him a stronger gambit afterwards, right? And I think maybe it was just, you know, again, Punk plays a lot of characters. Obviously, the main is Cammy. We're going to put a lot of time into Steve Viper. We were talking about how we haven't seen the Akuma much as lately. Those are the little things when you don't play a character constantly that can slip through the cracks. That's what it felt like in that instance. So great stuff from Mena, again, clutching it out up against Punk. Really, I think one of the things I wanted to highlight was just how well he kind of defended against a lot of the things that you know the player is going to want to do, right? Like in the corner, when Punk drive rushed out, the back throw was probably coming. We saw not only him avoid that, but get the air ball, right? That's why he's so good on Blanka, is that he like maximizes these scenarios where some other characters might just get a little bit of reward. He finds a way to get a big reward.
Right, and he's also gotten used to a lot of the tendencies that Punk was kind of throwing out there. It felt like a little bit standard, but even more so, even if Punk decided to take a little bit of a riskier approach with his drive gauge, MenaRD was prepared for it with that drive reversal as we saw in the previous part of the replay. But this is where it all went south, right? Punk, although he had a pretty significant life lead, the one overhead that did catch him off guard was off of the delay, right? Not even trying to press a button or risk getting countered, because you know what happens if he gets hit once by any means necessary, he was going to get blown up sky high. But